Hello, everybody. Hello. There was a Patty hand over there.
There's a
Wait, over there.
Oh, I was going to pull it up on my phone and see. There we go.
So we are on both channels. That is Patty from Sacred Mementos. If you don't know who she is, I did mention her YouTube channel in my last video. I get a lot of my ephemera from Patty and a lot of cool antique books and different things like that. She sells Mondays and Thursdays on her channel about 7:30. Hey Sandy, how you doing? And thanks for joining us.
Nice. Yep, we are on both channels. So, do you have YouTube open, Mare?
I do now, yep.
Like on your phone? If you pull it up on your phone, you'll see, if you want to, because it doesn't tell us in the StreamYard chat, except for if they're on YouTube, or like if you had gone in on a Facebook page, it would tell you if they were coming in through Facebook. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
But it's not going to tell us, I don't think, which channel they're watching from. Hey, Joanne.
Oh, I'm sure most of it would be from yours. They're used to you and your live. Uh-oh, I'm making disasters already.
Uh-oh, we're off to a raging start. Hey, Jody.
Yeah.
Joanne, did I say hi? Hi, Joanne. Short-term memory today.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, it notified me of both channels.
Nice.
I know. Hey, Joanne. Hi, Jody. Lori. Hi, Lori. So, why don't you, I'm going to put it on you, or you can put it on you and show what you're going to be doing.
I'm not 100% committed. All I know is I'm working on these covers. So I'm currently digging through rice papers, and I do like that, but I want to save that for a bigger
that's
cover.
pretty.
Maybe this one. And I like this one too. Maybe some, but I want to do some layering, so I don't think I can layer over that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I had these all sorted in different folders. By the time I'm done, they'll no longer be sorted. Because, you know, that's how that works.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You know, more gluing. It seems to be my thing lately. Just glue and glue and glue and glue.
Well, I'm using one of these books. I did show it in my last video. It's just, there's so much fun to use for mixed media because you can take the pages out and work on them and put them back in if you're creating a book, or if there's a perforated edge that you can rip. I just like it a lot. So
do any of you guys watch oh shoot, hold on a second, it just left my head. Paper Inspirations, her channel.
It sounds familiar. Who is it?
I can't remember her actual first name, but she's like one of the first people that I ever watched when I started using YouTube and discovering all of this journal making stuff.
Cool.
But she's been doing some, I was looking, and I don't have any that are going to work, I don't think. She's been doing some really cool new covers. I really like them. They have a very varnished look to them, but they're real, she's like staining them and stuff. They're really cool. You want the rice paper? It's kind of like the German scrap. I go through phases when there's new stuff that comes out. Um, I shop and buy what and a clearance. Like, let me find out that a site has rice paper on clearance, and I can fill up a cart really fast. Um, but then I don't. I mean, and it took me a couple years to acquire all of that. It's not like I do it in one fell swoop. I always feel like, I don't know, braggy or something.
Do you think that is, or just that you're just liking something a lot?
Maybe. Maybe. Maybe I just worry that I don't want it to come across that way.
I don't think it does.
Because
I think we all, most people watching, I would think, have an overabundance of something, right?
True that. Very true. So I don't want to like try to totally redo what she's been doing. I was waiting to see if anybody put her name in. Do you guys know her name? That's her YouTube channel, is Paper Inspirations. I love her stuff. Like, I really do. It's a little bit like Christmas every time she puts up a new video. And she went on quite a little bit of a hiatus there for a little while. Let's see here. Well, those will be kind of pretty. I think that's going to work. I do. I have to grab another paintbrush.
Okay. Hey, Paris.
Hey, Paris. So yeah, I've got Malcolm playing with watercolor pencils. He thinks they're the coolest thing in the world.
His little voice is just adorable.
Oh my gosh. I always wonder how loud they are for you guys.
I guess I didn't put in your name. Your little bubble just has a period.
Oh, I have it set for that.
Okay.
See, on mine,
because
it's
you have
clear.
your sacred mementos up there.
Yeah, I should probably take it off while I'm on yours, but that's okay. I wonder if I could do that while we're on. Oh, well.
Hello, Jean.
Next time. Hey, Jean. Do you hear how loud she is? Holy cow.
Aw.
Child, she goes from 0 to 1,000 in the blink of an eye. I'm like, I feel like there's a range in between there that you need to master.
I could probably try to go down just a little closer. Let me see. Adjustment time. Oh, that made it worse. Let me see.
What are you working on over there?
Getting my camera straight.
Oh, okay. That's exciting.
Actually, I watched, it was a while ago. Karen, I'm probably going to mutilate her last name. Tamar? Anyway, she's a mixed media lady, and I like her stuff. I like what she does. And she had this technique, and I've been using it in my art journals and stuff like that.
Nice.
So that's what I'll do and see what I can get to. I made a few things ahead so I can have things dry, but
wow,
I've
like
been
so
playing
organized.
around with that lately.
So you decided to show up as the organized girl?
For once in my life, yeah. little bit.
For a little bit of backstory, I'm having one of those days, you guys, where I'm just delighted to be here.
I'm glad.
Oh my gosh. Did you guys get
All
rain
right.
today? Oh my
I'm
gosh,
going
it
this way.
poured here.
Yeah, it's raining still here.
No, it sprinkled for a while and it poured. Now the sun is coming out. I guess it's supposed to rain again. I don't know. I had the kids outside playing. It started thundering. So we decided we were going to wait for the rain. And we did.
Anyway, I have a few started. I'm just going to pull that off. I need to use up my scraps. All right, I'm going to. I don't know if I'm making it worse or better, but I will try. Does that look all right? Does that look straight?
Yeah, you look good. Yep, you're good.
What? Okay.
You're good.
Thank you.
So what are you guys all doing today? Sunny
Michelle
day. Yeah.
Mooney. Did you read?
Uh-uh.
Did you read Paris's comment?
Michelle,
He said
yes.
Michelle Mooney?
Yes, yep. That's Paper Inspiration's
Yep.
name. Thank you. I knew somebody would know. Are you a fan, Paris? I love her stuff. Like, cannot get enough of it. But I've always been that way with her. Yeah, I think I like that.
I like that German lady too. I forgot her name.
There's a couple, so I don't mean to be, totally ornery, but you would have to be slightly more specific.
Well, that one that I shared with you.
Oh,
she's she does stuff like the other one that we like so much. That lady that does the eggs and stuff.
Yep, Soul Inspiration is the other one, yeah. Yeah, she does a lot of mixed media painting stuff.
So cool too. All those little details make a difference.
Yep.
I just followed this Devon Art or whatever on Instagram. He is he went into I guess he still does different subways, and he'll take a picture of somebody or just sit across from them and sketch them and then paint them and then say, "Hey, excuse me, I painted you," and give it to him. And it's like perfect,
Of course,
like,
right?
There's such talent out there. I know.
Yeah, that would never be Patty. I would be doing stick figures. I couldn't even handle or pull off classy caricatures. I wouldn't even be able to do that.
No,
I have a couple of daughters that could, but not this girl.
I did take an online art class. Yeah.
Oh, you're going to?
No, I did take one for a little while.
Nice.
And it was really good, but and it was helpful for some things, but for what I want to do, I picked up what I could and moved along. Didn't stay in it. My husband actually went to college for that, for art design and stuff, and he said he would walk around when all the students were doing their work, and and he'd see the comparison, which you shouldn't do. Everybody's unique, but he'd be like, they're like way ahead. They're God-given talent.
Yep.
He got very discouraged. There's a young girl on Instagram. I just saw her. She goes, "Oh, I'd like you to see me." She's facing, has her artwork facing her. And she goes, "I used only pencils, coloring pencils, for doing this for my art. I hope you like my pictures. And she turns it around. It's like somebody snapped a picture, you know. Hey,
Right?
Lorna.
Yeah,
It's just amazing.
yeah, it cracks me up when they're so bashful and hesitant and insecure and they
Yeah.
turn it around and you're like, wow, really? Yeah.
But are they really? Because I don't know if they. I'm like, if you're that good, you know you're that good. You know it's so
Right.
perfect.
Well,
So perfect.
to a degree, I feel like some of them it's genuine. I feel like you can tell.
Yeah. You know, the eyes look all glossy, and you know what I mean, like they're supposed to,
Mhm.
like real life.
Yeah, I am not. I call it like freehand art. That is not like just a concept in your head or whatever. Mm-mm. Nope. I'm always going to be somebody who
Right.
needs things to build up or work with. All right, smarty pants. What are you going to use for the back cover? Not these because I want these for a different one. Hmm. Nope. Well, see, that's what happens when you don't have a full plan. I might just have to come back. Yep, we're just going to set this one aside and let it dry and come back to it. So, you guys, I did what I normally do. I asked you guys a question and then forgot to read the answers.
Hey, Diana.
Oh, Lori. Hey, Lori Bednar. She's asking if you meant Louisa Heinzel. Is that how you say it? Heinzel? Heinzel.
Oh no, that was somebody. That was somebody else. I have to look up. I sometimes don't go in to my subscriptions very often. Do you guys? I mean, they're
Hey,
there,
Diana.
and I have some of my favorites. You can add favorite channels and stuff to the
Right.
front page of your channel.
And Shauna's here. Very nice. Lorna, I feel like
Hey,
you're just trying to.
Shauna.
Lorna's bragging. She's being an overachiever. She's embossing envelopes, eating, and watching the laser. And watching us, evidently, and trying to type. So, sorry there, Missy. Get the whole list complete, would you? Oh my gosh, Joanne Jackson. I thought of you the other day. We were going into the Hobby Lobby, and there was all these pumpkins in the bin out front. And there was a sign, $5, and they were the big foam ones, right? Like 12, 16 inches diameter. And I was like, and I walked by
Fun.
him and I went, I don't need any of those. And then I went, oh, but Joanne would use those. I went back and looked, they were 50% off. The ones that were $5 were super small paper mache ones. So, but I tried.
That would be fun to play with, especially with what Joanne does.
I know, right? I think they would have been really cute as hers.
Yes. Oh, Paris said that was one of the first people that he found was that Michelle lady.
Yep, me
On
too.
YouTube.
Me too. And I have been like, I won't say that I stalk her, but it wouldn't be totally untrue if I said I was. But yeah, I don't even wait to be notified. I check her channel like weekly. There's not a lot of channels I check like all the time to make sure I'm not missing
me
anything.
either.
But hers is one that for sure. I check. Oh,
I used to buy
that's
dried
fine.
gourds.
Do what?
I used to buy dried gourds when I made fairy houses years ago, and I would clean out the inside and make them into little fairy houses inside. Have you ever
Okay.
used any dried gourds? They've got little ones and big ones. They got all different kinds of shapes. They're so much fun because people paint those and they're really, really good at it.
I've seen them
more
done.
textures.
And like when I first started doing the markets and traveling and stuff, people were buying like those giant hives and all that kind of stuff, the beehives and wasp hives.
Oh, right.
And I was like, I don't get it. I don't understand. I just don't understand. Well, then I realized some people collect them literally just to collect them because it's their thing. And then some people alter them or make bird feeders or whatever out of them.
Interesting.
Well, that's sad. That's not going to show through quite enough. Fine. Maybe this one I'll just leave as is. I have visions of totally demolishing this napkin. It's been a really long time since I decoupaged napkins.
I got rid of all my napkins a while back, a couple years ago, and just used rice paper. To me, it's just so much simpler to work with, and
it is.
I don't know. I just like it better. That's all.
My thing is, I tend to. For a while, somebody was selling napkins, so I would just buy 2 or 3 of what I liked. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't have the whole pack.
Right.
I don't like having the whole pack because there's no way I'm ever going to use them all because I'm bored with them.
Right. Just whacked my microphone. That's not good.
That's weird, Paris. I'm telling you, man, the internet is a hot mess lately. I don't even know how else to phrase that. Like as soon as there's a glitch or a problem and you think you got it all figured out, then a different one starts up. Although I was pretty proud of us. We figured out how to get this up and going and on both channels today. And there was no foul language involved.
No foul language involved. There might have been a little snippiness here and there, but
it was snippy. Right. Come on, me snippy.
I didn't say you. Now you came to that conclusion all by yourself.
Yeah, Patty got a little snippy. I talk to the computer when it's not doing what I want it to do.
Oh, absolutely.
Kind of like when you're driving and you start talking to people in their cars and you're really telling them off. I don't understand why they don't hear better and respond appropriately. I feel like road rage would be much less of a thing.
I just don't look at people. Like if they mess up and I go by them or whatever, I'm like, I'm not even going to look. My husband, he's the stare person. Like, oh yeah, you get him, hon. You're giving him the evil stare, you know? Like, really? Like, what is that going to do, you know? And these days, you give the wrong person a stare, you know, you never know what's going to happen. Just let it go. Everybody sees what they did.
See, I like these, but they're too plain. I need to layer them, I think. I think I want them layered with things and stuff. Oh, I think I found a background for this one. Or I mean a back cover. Yep, that is going to do it. It's the right color. I think the door. So weird, you guys. You finally started using your napkins as napkins, I bet. Ah, goodness. You feel like
But
you
some
have
of the
to out of like,
napkins I bought were the ones that have the coating.
right?
I finally started, yeah.
I feel like you kind of have to out of self-defense.
Well, you know what, Sandy? I think what the issue was, Paris, I don't know if you were on my channel or on Patty's, so I don't know if we're seeing everybody's, because I think that matters, doesn't it? Or no? No, it shouldn't.
No.
We're on both. We should see everybody's chat, right?
Yep.
Okay. Like I said, I'm sure that people aren't used to me
that's
doing
why.
lives.
Yes.
And
No, you're kind of right. I know what you meant. Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, pick one sentence, Patty.
If he was on my channel answering,
the people typing in Mare's chat will not see the people in Patty's chat, is how I believe that works. That's how that works. We see all of you, but you guys only see the people that are in the same on the same channel as you.
Chat.
Yep.
Which is most likely your channel.
But so like if you're on Mare's, you only see the people in Mare's chat. So see, you were more right than you thought. You were more right than I
get that much.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, there you go. It does happen once in a while.
You're right.
So yes, I am in no way what that Karen lady does, but I do my own thing, my own version.
So are you making covers? Is that what you're doing?
No, what I'll use these as either in as a page. So if I folded it, in half this way, or used it lengthwise to put back in my art journal, then I would just add my layers to it.
Gotcha.
There we go. So I would probably add a focal point or whatever. But there's certain things I want to show through for the current journal I'm working on, or you can cut it and make tags. But this isn't the final version. It's just laying down texture and all my gesso and everything I want. I always like the decorating part. I like all of the process, but the decorating part is super fun.
Right.
You get to play with ink.
Yep. Oh my gosh, you guys, can you imagine how trippy it would be if we had Maggie on here and we were on all three channels?
Wow. We're going to have to try that.
That would be pretty funny. They were pretty funny last time when Maggie and I streamed to both channels at the same time. They were like, I feel like I don't know which one to be in. I don't know who to pick. We're like, it doesn't matter. It does not matter.
Oh, but go on both and put a like, please.
See there, Mare will tell you.
Yeah. Well, no, everybody's used to your lives and stuff. So if you don't know, or you're watching this later and you're on my channel, make sure you check out Sacred Mementos. She does have great sales. It's enough black. And she sells typically Mondays and Thursdays, 7:30 Eastern time.
Wow. It's like you're a regular or something.
Yeah. Something.
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 Okay, do we like black or should I add some brown?
Both.
Yep. I think I'm going to. Well, I've just sprayed my computer. That's probably not a good thing.
Is that the first time?
The first time I sprayed it?
Mm-hmm.
No. Okay. I like to leave some white space.
Well, these are drying a little faster than I thought they would. That's cool. There. That's better. I do like that as a front and back cover. What do you guys think? Colors are the same anyway.
Nice.
All right. Now let's see. Now let's. There. Okay. So now then.
I am using. I'm gonna do my next journal in blues. Well, I am creating a cream and blue, so gotta add a little bit of blue. I don't work with blue that much. How about you?
I go in phases. It's interesting. Seems like the more I say I'm not into blue, I don't do a lot of blue, then all of a sudden everything I do is blue.
And then you do.
Yep. I don't remember how that. Oh, there we go. Here.
What are you using to adhere the paper with? Joanne is asking for you.
Oh, matte gel. The Master's Touch one from Hobby Lobby that was marked down to $5. I either buy.
Thank you, Jean.
I either buy like a super cheap generic one on Amazon, or I'll buy what's on clearance at one of the big box stores. I don't feel like I do such high level art that I have to have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
It's not like I'm trying to make a museum.
And when you look on YouTube for stuff. Right. Like that's how I did when I bought my pastels. Pastels, a lot of people call them. I don't know. But you know, a lot of the YouTube channels where people are making landscapes. Well, I'm not, you know, recreating the Mona Lisa here. I'm just just putting a little color down, you know.
Right.
So I'm like, I'll go mid-range. Something in the middle.
Right. All right. So I'm gonna make
Those art supplies, man.
I'm gonna make you big. There you go.
Oh no.
Oh no. And just keep in mind, if you move too fast under the camera, it blurs. So if you move a little
Okay.
bit slower, it doesn't go as
Okay.
blurry. Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. What do you use to decoupage on your pumpkins, Joanne? I am not a Mod Podge girl. One reason is because I can't use it as a final coat because I feel like it always stays tacky. And this, if I want a matte finish, I can finish with this and leave it.
Little alcohol spray works great on that. By the way,
On what?
Mod Podge being tacky.
Mm.
Sometimes a light mist of hairspray or a light mist of rubbing alcohol, if you have it in a sprayer, that works pretty good
Interesting.
too.
Interesting.
That is grungy. Looks a little bit of a mess.
So here's that. Art glitter glue. Oh, interesting. You thought there was only one
Lorna.
pastel?
Not for me, Lorna. But anybody who does that and looks at mine might like it better, right? Oh, look at that masterpiece.
Be nice to yourself.
Oh, I'm just kidding. You got to laugh at yourself, you know?
True that.
I am just trying to soften the little things up. All right, I'm going to let that dry a little before I do any more.
So the other night, you guys, when I was gluing in the scrapbooky thing, and you guys were like, I'm trying to remember how it was phrased, that I don't dawdle around, I just pick something and put it down. Kind of like that most of the time. I feel like if I have to work at it too hard, then I'm probably not liking it anyway. I was curious how many of you are like that, or if you guys are like, you got to test drive all your options first, whether it's 1 or 100. Because I'll do like 3 and then I'm done.
Hey, Debbie Howard.
Hey, Debbie.
You mean 3 things? Like if you have a project in front of you, you'll do 3 pieces?
No, like these covers. I'm not going to go through, like say I pulled out 15 pieces of rice paper. I'm not going to test drive all 15 of them on each you know what I mean? Like
Right.
I decided I wanted this napkin and I was looking for a background, so I grabbed this, but I'm not going to grab 5 different things for background options. You know what I may
Right.
not be making much sense either. You know, it's not Monday or Thursday, so I'm allowed.
I have a I have a lot of options. I just threw a bunch of stuff in a pile, so I think I did stick with like 5 different things though out of my
Nice.
pile. Because then it gets to be just too much and
Too
overwhelming.
much, right?
Yeah.
Because then you have so many options you can't make. I feel like.
Right. No, I'm determined to use up scraps. You know, why not?
You guys all do decoupage covers, right?
I decoupage some pieces on a cover. I don't think I've done a full one.
I love doing them. It's another thing but it's like a winter thing for me because I'll do like 20 or 30 of them at a time.
Would you like sit in front of the TV?
Just right here at the desk, yep.
Yeah.
And then I just stand them up all across the floor so they'll dry. But like the carpeting
Nice.
up here, I intentionally got like, they're just a ton of area rugs and they're all different. So it's very like, I don't know, gypsy, boho, something or other. But they're very busy and they don't show any like marks. I could drop black paint on the floor and you would never know.
That's the best.
Right? Shoot. I feel like all rice paper is not created equal either. Some of it seems to have
No.
like a film on it almost.
Right.
I like the stuff that's more permeable, like the napkins. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it's a Prima or whatever. They did like a redesign thing, and it's supposed to be rice paper. And I ordered some, and it was almost like it's like backing or the the aisle runners for weddings. That weird.
Yep.
I don't know. It was a weird material. It didn't want to glue down well, and it had a weird texture to it. Did
Mm-hmm.
not care for that.
There. Oh, duh.
Now I'll come back through this, and I will do some hand stitching since my sewing machine is in storage. Goodness.
Oop. Wrong. I stuck my water brush in my glue.
Ooh.
Oopsie. It'll be all right.
Yeah, I could try.
I bet you there's enough glue there, actually. There. Yep, I like that. Oh my gosh, I did it wrong one time. Now I can't figure out which. If I'm going for glue or water now. There we go. There. That one looked pretty seamless too.
Very nice.
But then I want to come back in with the distress inks. Remember when I was doing that? And it like wicks into the matte medium when you spray it and get the matte medium wet.
Right. Patty, Sandy would like to know where you buy your rice paper from.
Mostly Etsy shops. My personal favorite brand is the ITD. I love them.
Yeah.
And fair warning, it's a little bit addictive. Like once you start, it's like a never-ending rabbit trail. Just so you know.
Right. Sandy, the Stabilo, I have a few different ones. So the one I just did, which is drying, I will go over. It depends if I'm cutting this down into strips or pieces or anything like that, or leaving as is. If I do want to use my Stabilo, it will be dry, but the medium that has dried on it will allow the Stabilo to spread more. Stabilo, you can use it on dry paper, but it does not blend in well. Just like oil pastels or a chalk pastel, it's better to have a medium down first, and it will smooth and blend better that way.
Nice.
So
is that as dimensional and chunky as it looked?
It is.
It looks it.
And try for the right color that I want. It's not always the black and then the deeper browns.
Right.
And I found these chalk paint sets. They're tinted charcoal, and they're really fun. Blue, grays, blacks. They're just fun to play with.
There we go.
I don't think I want it everywhere.
Oh, I think he's frying bacon. I wonder what we're having for dinner.
Oh, hubby cooks?
Yes.
Nice.
Well, because I went on strike and refused to.
How long did that strike last? We got the UAW here in Michigan.
Well, I'm just saying it's still going. It's been 4 years.
Oh.
I cooked multiple meals every single day for 7 children, him, whoever else happened to be around, and all the other things I did. I was like, we're at a stage in our life where there's only a few of us here. I feel like dinner should be yours.
And how'd that work? Any negotiations or trade talks?
There was a little bit of grumpiness after the first couple of weeks, and then I just was like even more specific, and then it was okay.
Awesome. I put in barbecue chicken. Hey, why not? And potatoes in the crock pot. I love just throwing in crock pot stuff. That ain't me. That you?
It's me. It's me. I swear, my phone can go 3 days without ringing, like an actual legit phone call, and then I'll be live and it's got to ring. I'm like, okay, sure. But no, I do crock pot meals or like casseroles and things like that. But like, it's kind of comical to me because he loves using the smoker. He loves grilling. Um, he watches a lot of the food channel, and he always has. Like, that's not a new thing, right? And he'll be
Oh,
like,
that's cool.
yeah, and he'd be like, so can we try this, or this? And I'm like, sure, anytime you want. He wants to try all these weird, fancy things. I'm like, have at it. Because I thought maybe that would get him cooking.
Well, it really does. I watch some of those and I'm like buying what I need for
Yep.
just to try them out. Some I keep and some don't work
Yep.
out so well.
Yep. So, yeah, it works out really well. And I like do the canning. So I do a lot of meals in a
Well,
jar.
that would
Since we
be.
have the pressure canner. So um, like if we want chili, all you really have to do is you can do it a couple different ways. I have some that already has the meat in it well, I don't do any with the beans in it because I think it's icky. But I have our own
Oh,
canned.
so you don't like American chili where they add beans?
I only like black beans.
Really?
Really.
Wow.
I know it's the weirdest thing, but yes, I only will eat black beans.
It's just not a common thing. I don't know about weird, but
Yep.
I've got a nephew that won't eat a single bean anytime he's here and I make dinner for both families. He's like, no, no beans.
Yeah, like
Not even no green bean or anything.
mm-mm.
So
I don't mind green beans I don't like them just as a side, just plopped. If you want to do like roasted vegetables and put green beans on the tray of roasted vegetables, I'm all in. But otherwise, I prefer them like in a casserole or in a soup or what have you. Maybe a stew, not a soup. But yeah, beans have never been one of my go-tos. Jim and the kids will eat all the beans anytime. More the better. I think our children only love them because they knew that I hated them. Just saying.
I don't know. Usually kids don't like beans very much.
Oh my gosh, our kids will eat all the beans. But
That's good.
like I
Good
don't know.
protein.
Our kids always did really well with vegetables, but I think it's because there wasn't a choice. If you don't make vegetables optional.
Yeah, I guess. If they're
I mean,
hungry
Malcolm's
enough.
not quite. Yeah, but I mean, I know what you mean. Like Malcolm is full carnivore. That kid is 3 and he wants the meat. That's, you know what I mean?
That's awesome.
But you put vegetables you should see him. If you put a green vegetable on his plate, he looks at you like you've lost your mind. Like, I really don't know what you think you're doing. Yeah.
Do you
Like,
expect me to eat that?
yeah, like what do you want me to do with that? It's hilarious. And
I
Marvin
don't know. I
doesn't.
guess I don't know. Beans just are good and everything, but my grandson will eat broccoli, but he
Yep.
won't eat some other
Yep.
ones.
Like I always had to make broccoli and cauliflower at the same meal because 2 or 3 wouldn't eat broccoli and 2 or 3 wouldn't eat cauliflower. And it's like, I'm not going to argue with them as long as they eat most of the vegetables and they're not total fuss face. I'm like, I'll fix both. I don't care.
Right. I know corn isn't the greatest, vegetable nutrition wise, but my kids absolutely loved corn
Frozen
and
peas, right?
potatoes and just all
Pinto
the.
beans, ew.
Well,
No.
that's what they use for a lot of Spanish dishes.
Refried
Right?
beans or pinto beans, I think.
Yes, they are.
I have to add that
Yeah,
hesitant question mark because I don't want to, because I'm not totally confident, but I think.
yeah.
Ew. Gross. And I don't like refried beans at all. It's a texture thing other than the fact that they're beans. Mm-mm. Nope.
I like homemade, real, authentic, refried type beans,
Yep.
but not from the can. No, thank
Yeah,
you.
we've been making our own too. See, and by having the pressure canner, I can just buy like 25-pound bags of like dried beans, and then I can just can them, a canner load at a time and keep them on the shelf. then we just pull them and use them for whatever we want to use them for.
Yeah, that's really good.
Oh, Lori, she has to chime in. I love pinto beans. Ew. Nope.
I do get them every time I go to a specific restaurant north of me, and I just, they make the greatest beans and rice.
Can't do it. Cannot. Like if we go for Mexican food, I'm like, so I want this and this, but no beans on my plate anywhere, please.
Goodness.
Yep. Literally.
I usually get full with chips and salsa first anyway.
That can happen.
Yeah.
I don't think I care.
My brother used to take his peas like pills one at a time with a drink for each. Oh, that's hilarious, Jody.
That is pretty funny.
Sandy says her 5-year-old granddaughter loves frozen peas and carrots. You know, I think that's like the first one of the first things kids get introduced to are those peas and carrots.
And like the way I don't like beans, Jim doesn't like carrots. Which I'm like, it's so weird because they're just sweet. Like, how can you not
They
like
are.
Everybody likes carrots.
I do like the homegrown, more organic carrots, though. They have a different taste to them,
They sure
like
do.
a full what stalk is that? What you say for a carrot? I don't know, but the full thing of them. I don't really care for the baby carrots.
Yeah, I'm not into baby carrots, especially once you find out. Like, I don't know how many of you fell down that, but I was like, what? I just thought they picked them super young. You know what I mean? Like pulled them. I didn't realize they took full carrots and ran them through a machine and just cut them down. Because then I felt kind of like, well, fine then.
Oh, you mean for the organic baby carrots?
For the baby carrots, that's what they do. They just run them through a machine and grind them down.
Yeah, but they're all shaped the same.
Yeah, because they go through a machine that grinds them down.
It forms them into the little babies.
Yes.
I don't know. They just taste different to me. It's probably psychological.
You're so
but
funny.
like in a stew and stuff like that, or a roast, I like the real carrots.
I did not pull out enough background papers.
I don't know what I'm going to use these for yet, but come up with something. Look at my hands. I mean, you're nice and clean, aren't you? Look at that. That's horrible. Honey, let me get you some dinner. Oh, that's horrible.
I bet he wouldn't care as much as you think.
Nah.
I really like her too, though. I want to use her on one.
Yeah, the taste of the chemicals, yeah. Yeah, it's almost like a chemical taste, but I mean the organic are a little bit better. Apples from, what I have up here as far as produce, buying produce. If I don't buy organic, which my stomach can't handle apples very well, but if I don't buy organic, I can really taste that chemical that they put on it.
Agreed. We got lucky and found an orchard pretty close by, and they don't spray. So they're pretty awesome.
Where I live downstate, the cider mills were just, one in particular that I love just had the best stuff. I miss having that. Do you guys have cider mills?
I don't
by
know.
you?
I have no
know?
idea. I get my cider from the same guy, from the same orchard I get apples from.
Oh, okay.
So I got nothing. I just have to go,
I used to go the you picks, the you pick your own apples and stuff like that. That's always fun.
I like you picks.
Yeah. I did blackberries, I've done strawberries, and apples. I think that was it.
Okay. Ah, he was making mushrooms. That's what it was.
Can't eat mushrooms, but I know a lot of people who love them.
Oh my gosh, I
I've
love
got
mushrooms.
tons of them in the backyard.
Well, I'm not
Not the
familiar
same.
enough. I would poison myself and be dead. Nope. I know what morels are.
Shiitake.
They're
A
spongy.
lot of people cook with those.
They're spongy. Yep. Man, they sell for a ton of money too. I'm like, y'all are crazy.
For mushrooms?
For the morels.
Oh, right. Yeah, they do like the local station does. Oh, morel hunting.
I know, it's
People
crazy.
go out and get them. Yeah.
Like, whatever, have fun. I want them one time and then I'm over it for the year. They're so rich. Ugh.
Yeah, I break out in hives. Can't do a mushroom.
Well, that's really sad. Hey, Lucy, look at her. She says, "What's going on here? Whatever do you need?"
Hello.
Really? Mushrooms or asparagus? Joanne, I thought we were more similar than that. Wow. Because I like asparagus
I
and
do
I
like
like mushrooms.
asparagus.
Yep.
I joined a mushroom foraging club, Sandy said, a friend of hers.
Oh, that
Wow,
sounds
in
fun.
Arizona.
Yep, that sounds fun. I would still have to double check with people because I wouldn't trust me.
If they were the good poisonous.
Yeah.
Good or poisonous, yeah.
Yep. Oops. So, Lucy, which channel did you come in on? Because I'm pretty sure I'm the viewer that wouldn't figure out until people told me that it was on two channels. I wouldn't figure it out until somebody told me. You eat them, but they're not your favorite. That's sad, though. I do think roasting vegetables rather than like boiling them or frying them changes people's opinion about a lot of
I
vegetables.
love roasted.
Oh my gosh, so good, right?
Mm-hmm. Little olive oil. Oh,
And then
yeah.
whatever seasonings make you happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Jim wouldn't eat squash. Like he would rather have chewed on shoe leather, I think. Um, Brussels sprouts. He would tolerate fried cabbage, but that was about it. Maybe some coleslaw on occasion. But since we started roasting so many more vegetables more often, he's like, oh, these are really good. It just cracks me up.
Yeah, it is all about the seasoning. Boy,
Yeah.
can really make or break a dish.
And like the first time we were out somewhere and he ordered Brussels sprouts as his side on purpose, I almost fell out of my chair.
Oh, hey. I love
Right?
Brussels sprouts.
I like them.
Can't eat them too often, but cooked the right way, I love them. I love roasted asparagus. Sandy said, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Lucy.
Jody's making lunch, fried onions, peppers, and summer squash with some orzo. Yes, ma'am. Save me a seat. Sounds pretty fabulous.
Yeah, if I didn't need the protein, I would definitely be a a vegetable kind of girl. If I had a bunch of roasted vegetables, or even with on a salad, a lot of roasted vegetables, I could just eat that and be happy.
Well, you could have a plate full of those beans you're so fond of.
No, I only like some of them.
Whatever. I'm just saying. They're loaded with protein,
Yeah, I know. I like the northern beans I put in a chicken chili, but I won't eat them separately. Like,
aren't those the ones everybody uses in like ham and bean soup?
oh, I don't know. My sister makes that out of what, the bone from the ham. I don't know. I don't like it. No, that's split pea. I think she makes out of that.
Split
I'm
pea,
not
ham and bean, none of that. I would rather eat wallpaper.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No.
I don't like that.
Disgusting. I would rather have wallpaper paste.
Have you had wallpaper paste?
I've done enough wallpapering that I have indeed tasted some accidentally. Yep, sure have.
I'm more of a paper mache girl. Tastes a little bit better.
Right.
I've had that accidentally. They would actually have paper mache in art when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
They never did that for like my kids when they went straight.
Right. I guess wallpaper's making a comeback too in home decor.
Yeah. That's what people say.
And I can't decide if
northern beans for bean soup. Joanne said, yep, that's right.
Gross.
You can't decide what?
If I want to jump on that wagon or not with the wallpaper.
You want to test your marriage? Yeah. Either strip wallpaper off of a wall with your partner or whatever, because oh my word.
Nope, those are solo.
So annoying.
Yeah, those are solo activities.
Yeah.
Like, and when I'm wallpapering, I don't want help because it just never goes well. I'm better on my own.
Yeah, you're a better girl than me for that. I can't handle the straight angles and all that. Nope.
It's a little bit of cheating though. My great grandpa, that's what he did for a living. He was a painter and oh wow. Exterior houses, interiors, and he hung wallpaper. So everybody has kind of learned down through the generations. We've just kind of passed it all down. So,
well, that's a good thing to know,
right?
Yeah.
Like I can't start painting a wall without thinking of the stories that I was told. And
that's cool.
It is kind of cool. And I knew him too, so that makes it even more cool.
It does. Did you ever see those shows on, I think it's PBS? I'm sure one of you guys have seen it, where they go through the genealogy and family history of some, I think, probably more well-known, like celebrity type people, and find out all the cool stuff about their heritage. Some bad stuff too, but yeah, it's really cool because they can. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, which do you like better? On camera, this looks like really, really contrasty. It's not quite as bad in person, but then this looks almost like you can see. You're going to be able to see that. Be able to see the line, though. You know what I mean?
But what if you rip it? Will it blend it better?
I might do the back. Yeah, I could maybe come in.
No, I mean the picture you're holding, the girl.
Oh, yeah, I could go around her a little. That would, yeah,
tear her edge a little bit. That might blend in a little bit better.
I actually kind
Debbie
of like it up
says,
against the more yellowy too, don't you?
yeah, me too. Yep.
Okay.
My favorite meal is fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and green beans. Debbie Howard says, I've eaten enough chicken that I can't look at a chicken in the face anymore. Oh, if I had to look at a chicken face, no. Thank God I only, the breasts don't come from a real chicken, does it?
Oh my gosh.
I tell myself it doesn't.
Oh my goodness. You are a mess.
Hey, whatever it takes, okay?
Whatever. See, I love chicken, so I don't care.
I do too. I have 101 ways to make it, though. I probably make that the most out of any meat. So that's all the white. I think I like one just all white. What do you think?
I do too.
Yeah.
And it's so weird on camera. It doesn't look like just white. It looks like there's like
Little
different.
soft colors. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's what
yeah,
the
almost a
material
little.
you use underneath.
Yeah, it almost has like a little bit of iridescence to it.
Yeah. After it dries, I'll add some mica and different things. No glitter, just mica. If I want a little shimmer, of course, I don't have my whole mica set, so I bought these, and I've used them before. Just little eyeshadows are made of mica. There's a little frosted brown one. I use these little containers a lot. Oh, I wanted to show you this fabric real quick. Let me make sure I have dry hands. Don't want to get it on fabric. Did you ever hear of Marsha? Some pronounce it Dursi or Durse. Her fabrics. She makes a lot of quilting fabric too.
Is she on YouTube, Etsy?
She designs fabric
Oh,
and
okay.
stuff. So this is let me get it in a good shot. Isn't this cool? Like I'm thinking more art journal type stuff, but it's very
Oh, that is
it's
neat.
got a lot of color and it's just very cool. And then she's got this one. Look at that. There's different shapes and
Those
there's
are very cool.
some lettering and stuff.
So where did you get these?
Look at that. Isn't that cool? I got them from because I saw her. I don't know how I saw it on YouTube. Somebody was talking about her prints and how in love they are with them. So I went searching to see what the prints look like,
Mm-hmm.
and found some Etsy sellers that sell good fabric and good quilting fabric and stuff. Isn't that cool? This one's like a little grungier.
I like that one, yeah.
Isn't that cool? It's got
I like the ones with the
little,
text.
yeah, and it's got little like markings of measurements, and there's some probably Chinese or something on a little square. Just very cool. And then she does this one. It's looks like stitching in it, and it's sectioned off with numbers. Isn't that cool?
Oh, nice. Yep.
I can just see me, putting some stitches around where the stitches are, just scribbles. And to me, it just reminds me, it just always, I'm thinking, okay, this has to go in an art journal type thing, use it in pieces. I'll send you the link of where I bought it from
Cool.
if you're interested.
Yes, please.
She's got other designs of hers too. I'm adding, Lucy, strips of any kind of paper, and that's my first layer. And this one I'm doing lengthwise that way, but just like the rag paper, cotton rag paper I got from Sacred Mementos. Thank you very much. This is official ad? No. And just different music paper. I've even used magazine. Now I do that. Some people fussy cut when they're sitting in front of the TV or whatever, but I have um, I buy them. I just purchased them. I use up Victoria and Victoria Bliss magazines. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of English images in there, and I use a lot for just backgrounds because I use a lot of gesso in my journal, so you can just faintly see them, so they don't come out looking, shiny and bold like that. But just
Right.
the faintest look of things, I really like. So after the different papers, I try to get some that either have a texture or interesting text, and just lay it down with some medium of your choice or glue of your choice, and I put a matte or a medium over top of it, so everything I do afterwards are going to blend really well. And then I do layers, scraps of anything that has some texture. I've used cardboard, lace, strips of lace, like this stuff. It's very, very thin lace ribbon. It's vintage, but I've got a lot of it. So just use pieces of that. You can rip up. I've book cloth and just all kinds of stuff. Creepy cloth. That's what I use too. So when you tear a lace, it has a lot of these great fibers and strings. And I don't know if it can be seen on camera very well, but it does.
Yep.
It does give some great texture. And then just pastels and different things. The lady, I'm using this one picture for one of my journals I'm doing right now, and there's some length, I guess you would call it, to it in black. So I think I'm going to add to my grungy one. I'm going to add some black upholstery thread
Oh, nice.
dangling. It's drying now. So are you going to be selling your covers, Patty?
I don't know. I'm not that far yet. I don't know. Who knows? I
I'm
always think
sure a
I'm going
lot
to
of
just make
people.
a whole bunch of journals, and then I go off on another rabbit trail and I'm like, yep, these are going to be available.
Remember when you went through a stack of covers, just book covers and different things that you had either done the binding or like the inside and stuff because they
Mm-hmm.
were all pretend. I had the same like group of stuff that I
Yep,
got rid of finally, but good intentions, right?
exactly. Kind of like Christmas dinner. Your eyes are bigger than your stomach.
I don't know. My stomach's pretty big.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, it's fun. Sometimes that's the fun part, though. It's just making the cover, and then you just
I
don't
do
go any
enjoy making
further.
covers. Like, I do. I really do enjoy the covers. And then my next favorite thing is to gather up all the papers that I want to use. And by then I'm usually over it and ready to move on to the next.
I think decorating is the Sandy. It's lace and creepy cloth in the tan color. There it is. Creepy cloth. I've also used some book cloth. You can use. I've used a lot of sari ribbon. Like I get a bag of the samples with the person that I buy from. She always throws in a bunch of samples, and because I'm using some blue or making a few journals that have blue and cream and stuff, I really just picked out this because even through the gesso, you can get a little bit of the color. But some of the other colors that are deeper, more bold, if I'm not making a boho journal, like I always said I would make like 5 years ago. And you can use strips of that, and all kinds of stuff. Just anything that'll give you texture.
Interesting.
Oh no, you're fine, Lucy. Well, with the final, I don't decide yet until I'm done doing everything I want to it. So because it's mixed media paper, so it's pretty good. If I sometimes back it with cloth, with even muslin or whatever, cut it into longer tags or anything like that. But mostly I've used it. I don't have my art journals. I have to start a new one, but you can fold it like that. So you could put it in a journal if you wanted to. It is perforated, so you don't have to have these on it, or you just use pieces of it, or just use it as a full page. Now, what I would do is put some kind of focal piece or some kind of piece of ephemera on there, but I'm leaving blank white area because I may just cut it down and add it to a paper so there's actual writing in it. And I stamp some of the spots. So there's lots of more layers that I would add to this. I just love layers. I'm obsessed over layers. I don't like flatness on a page. It bugs me. But that's just me. Both of you look blurry, Juanette says. We do? I don't see that.
Did you have an idea how long you wanted to stay on?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I think I finished a few things, or just so they have to dry. But,
okay. I'm going through, I think I forgot to take my medicine. So I'm
coughing.
That's
not good.
Yeah. I keep muting because I'm coughing like crazy. So
I like that girl. Can you bring her up closer? Let me just look at that real quick before you go. Oh, she's cute.
Isn't she cute?
Yeah. Well, that's a lot. It's a lot of different uses out of one page.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Right, Debbie? Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for coming on, you guys. And thank you, Patty, for helping me set it up.
Well, thanks for having me. It was fun.
I hope we can do it again sometime.
Yes,
thanks,
we will.
You guys. Have a great evening.
Good night, you guys.